Hey again! So, it's been a while since I made a video, mainly because life is really hard. I got really busy with work and got really lazy. This takes a lot of effort. So I got a question earlier today from a friend of mine who's been doing If It Fits Your Macros, flexible dieting, and her question was, when does she change her macros or calories? It's a really good question because a lot of people ask this question a lot and you get different answers. If you're like me and every other American, you can't wait for fucking shit. So you want to do things now, which is not what you do. Like dieting, especially dieting down for like leaning out, either contest prep or just for like bikini season, beach body, you want it now. It's not checkers, it's chess. It takes time. Your body needs to make adjustments, and they don't make them overnight all the time. So she gave me her numbers, and I said, hey, stick to those numbers for a little while. And it's not so much what this scale says. So you might jump on a scale and it's 135 pounds, for her. So 135 pounds, and she's been sticking to the macros that she's been given. That is a deficit from her regular maintenance number. And she may notice that her scales go down, but her thighs are getting a little bit smaller. She doesn't seem to look so bloated. There's a little bit of extra room in her shorts or her jeans. Perfect. Don't change them. That is what you want. Your body's composition will change, and it doesn't really mean that you have to change your macros. The scale is a tool. It's a number that you use just like anything else. You don't rely on that solely. If you do that, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up changing your macros too soon, and you're going to cut yourself short. So let's say if you're like, my maintenance is 2,800 and I'm dieting. I started dieting pretty rough, pretty harshly. I took a big cut. I went to 2,400 calories. That was my deficit number where I started to lean out from. From 2,400, I spent I'd say about a month, and then I got a little bit hasty and I wanted to get it done sooner and faster, so I went to 2,300. Now it's June and I'm at 2,200. So at what point do you stop cutting your calories? Because you got to keep in mind that if your calories are so low, your lifts are going to suck and you're not going to have energy, and it's going to be a miserable process. You're not eating enough. You're not going to stick to it. This is more goal oriented for like leaning out, but you can only cut so much. You start getting down into, like, for me, if I start getting down to 1,800 calories, I'm gonna fucking dwindle away. Like, yeah, I'm gonna lose fat, but I'm also gonna lose muscle, like a lot of it. Your body needs that nutrition to sustain its current muscle mass. So it's a very fine line, it's a very balancing, very much a balancing game. So my recommendation to her was, hey, stick to your current calories and your macro settings, and after you stop seeing the scale move, stay there. When you stop seeing body composition changes, that's when you can change them. And at that point, change them by 75 calories to 100 calories. Don't be going crazy and jumping like 200 calorie deficit from where you're at. This is a slow process. I told her 100 calories, if you're sticking to your macros, do that. And then the same thing, when the scale stops moving, leave them alone. When your body composition stops changing, leave it alone. Every day you'll see more cuts. Every day you'll see like you're less bloated, you'll see less fat, and your body will react to it properly. Just don't do it too soon. A lot of people do that. They cut it too short. So yeah, that was an interesting thing I wanted to talk to her about. And I think it's pretty good because a lot of people have that question: when do they change their macros? When do they change their calories? So keep that in mind if you're doing flexible dieting. Don't cut yourself short. Chess, not checkers, motherfuckers. All right.